Good evening and welcome to Curio Lab. Tonight we're covering a significant development in U.S. military policy. The Navy has announced a new policy offering voluntary honorable discharges to transgender sailors and Marines. Let's dive into the details. According to a memo from Acting Navy Secretary Terrence Emmert, transgender sailors and Marines have until March 28th to decide whether to leave the service voluntarily. This policy stems from an executive order signed by President Donald Trump, which bars transgender individuals from serving in the military. Under the new rules, individuals diagnosed with gender dysphoria are deemed ineligible for service as the Navy now recognizes only two sexes, male and female. For those who choose to separate voluntarily, the Navy is offering double the normal separation pay, potentially exceeding $100,000 for some service members. Additionally, remaining service obligations will be waived, and bonuses received before February 26 will not need to be repaid. However, those who do not volunteer by the deadline risk involuntary separation, losing benefits, and potentially receiving a less favorable discharge characterization. The policy has sparked legal challenges, with at least two lawsuits filed against the transgender service ban. A federal judge in Washington, D.C., has expressed skepticism about the administration's defense of this ban and may block its implementation. Advocates argue that the criteria for waivers are nearly impossible to meet, requiring individuals to remain stable in their birth sex for 36 months and never have transition. To understand how we got here, let's review the history of transgender policies in the U.S. military. In 2016, under President Obama, transgender individuals were allowed to serve openly for the first time, a landmark step toward inclusivity. However, this progress was reversed in 2017 when President Trump announced a ban on transgender service members via Twitter. The Pentagon later implemented this as a restriction focused on those diagnosed with gender dysphoria. Fast forward to today, President Trump's recent executive order has led to these new Navy policies. While some see this as aligning with traditional military values, others view it as discriminatory and harmful to those who have served honorably. This policy also reflects broader changes within the Navy. Recent guidance has removed questions about gender identity from official forms and designated single-sex spaces like bathrooms and living quarters exclusively as male or female. These changes are part of a shift toward adopting a binary definition of sex across all federal agencies. Critics argue that these policies undermine inclusivity and fail to recognize the contributions of transgender service members. Proponents claim they are necessary for maintaining operational readiness and cohesion within the ranks. As this story develops, we'll continue to monitor its impact on service members and military policy as a whole. Thank you for joining us tonight on Curio Lab. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay informed and stay engaged.